Welcome, Investigator, to the case of the Chekhov's gun. After what happened in the last Investigator game, with the ending with the crocodile, obviously I had to figure out what happens. I hope they don't just leave that hanging, we're just not gonna finish the story. Well, Bobby Cat, what's the details of... Wait a second, you're not Bobby Cat, you actually look really cool. I think I prefer this character over Bobby Cat, although Bobby Cat's a classic, he's been with us through a lot of hard times. I see I'm a duck. Nice to meet you, Investigator. The name's Dogtective. I'm afraid Bobby Cat can't join you in this particular case, for reasons that'll become apparent once I turn the light on. Don't tell me they killed Bobby Cat. The Bad Luck Duck. I don't think I want to work with someone who has the name Bad Luck in their name. Why are we sitting in the dark anyway? For dramatic effect, of course. Wait a minute. Investigator, who's this with you? Oh, that was still you, but I gave up. Apologies, Detective. This is the Bad Luck Duck, my sidekick. I'm afraid he's, imperative to this process. You see, how I got my amazing investigative skills is I made a deal with a heathen god that, in exchange for every brilliant case he lets me solve, a blood sacrifice has to be made. So I bring sidekicks to die after I've made my beautiful deductions, and that way I am safe, because I'm not taken as the sacrifice. If you say so, Investigator. Anyway, here's a quick summary of the situation. At first glance, it's an apparent suicide. The individual was known as the Bipolar Bear. Oh! That's a good one, I'll give you that, that's a good name. Not a very upstanding citizen. He ran an illegal grow room. An illegal grow up in this very room. A polar bear with a record of multiple run-ins with the law, petty theft, speeding, tickets, drug bust. Apparently got involved in the manufacturing side of crime. Interesting. What was he growing? Weird. Palmy looking things. What else? Catnip. Of course. And that's why Bobby Cat can't be here, because of all the catnip. Okay, same page. By the way, why do you say apparent suicide? The murder weapon. A gun, by the way. Chekhov's brand revolver, 22 long rifle, belongs to him. And ballistics match the bullet found in the right side of his head. But there's no suicide note, and well, I'll leave it to your famous... What the fuck is happening? To your famous investigative skills to find out the rest. Okay. Interesting that we already have the ballistic report back. Cause of death was a gunshot wound to the left temple, no suicide note. Very sporting of you. I'm not going to give you that in voice. Let's get cracking, Investigator. Not like, let's quack on. Catnip? Probably a good thing Bobby Cat isn't with us today. Cigs? The only thing the cigarette ash tells me someone needs to buy a bloody ashtray. I actually quite like that, because it's like that thing in the Sherlock cliche where he's like, oh, I can identify 30 different types of tobacco, and this tobacco is only smoked by sailors on the North End. No, it's a fucking cigarette. Wait a second. I see what the I see what Dogtective meant. If the entry wound was in the right side of his head, why would he be holding the gun in his left hand? I don't know, but I'm having a stroke. English is not cooperating with me today. Suspicious. Very suspicious. Not a suicide. Interesting. He could have, held the gun around. It would be awkward, but not impossible. By the way, Dogtective, did you dust for fingerprints? I sure did. None found. None? Not even the victims? You got it, Investigator. The gun was found lying next to his right hand. Then this was a murder, and frankly, a very amateur murder. You're the bad luck duck, not the jumping to conclusions duck. Not a suicide. Not a suicide. No fingerprints were found on the guy. Not even the victim. Okay. Wallet's still here. Wallet and phone. So not a robbery gone wrong. Oh, there's nothing in here but cash. Cash, the friend of tax evaders everywhere. Phone. The bipolar bear's cell phone. Drat, it's got a pin lock on it. Did you try 1, 2, 3, 4? We can still see his latest notifications. Let's see. 3 missed calls, 2 Facebook messages, and an angry text from someone named the Krabby Tabby. A client that he was supposed to deliver drugs to, perhaps? Your latest strain was poop emoji. I want my cash back. Not a very happy customer. Footprints. Some pills over here. Looks like commonly prescribed antidepressant. Whoa, the dosage on this could tranquilize a horse. With antidepressant? The markings on the pack indicate the last pill was taken at least 5 days ago. What markings? What's this, Investigator? Appears to be the summary of an electricity bill. Grow lamps do use a lot of power, depending on the kind of setup you had. Whoo-wee! You could buy a used car! Catnip plants do need a lot of light. Was he killed by a bill collector? That would just be hilarious. Investigator, can you deduce anything from these footprints? Yeah, I deduce that someone needs to wipe their feet at the door when they come in. Anything else? The latest theory is that catnip plant grows fastest under red lasers. Okay. That everything we've got? Guess let's go look upstairs. I think that's all there's left to see of this room, Detective. Do you have a group of suspects for us to interrogate? It's my favorite part! As a matter of fact, yes, I went through the neighbor's report and his cell company records. I went through the neighbor's reports and his cell company's records and obtained a list of suspects who potentially met him in person today. Why can I not speak English? We rounded them all up at the station for questioning. Ready to head over there? Ah! Yes! Fucking, you're much better than the Bobby Cat who's like, yeah, you're all the suspects. In the living room, we're just gonna talk to them all at once. No, they're in the station where we can properly get the reports and properly interrogate them. Look at this, separate rooms. Whew, wonderful. Are you the Krabby Tabby over here, little frowny face? Oh, you're pretty. And who were these lot? All we have so far are their names. Thought we'd leave the expert interrogation work to you. You'll be questioning the sleazy Siamese, the craven raven, the irrelevant elephant, and the Krabby Tabby. Don't worry, Detective. We'll soon quack them wide open. Right, Investigator? Dude, I'm gonna need you to stop with the puns. I get what you're trying to go for, but this is a murder case. It's not the time for jokes. The bad luck duck. Why do you keep saying, eh? Never mind. Well, let's start with you. With your little face. Oh, your little face. This is a waste of my time. I don't understand how you can detain me like this for no reason. Well, we know for a fact that you bought drugs, which is illegal. You bought catnip from the bipolar bear, didn't you? Hey man, it's medicinal. I have a prescription. To buy from some random dude? How long have you been buying catnip from the deceased? About a year now, I suppose. Out of curiosity, do you know if he owned a gun? I hadn't the least idea. I'm not close friends with him or anything, sorry. Yeah, what were you doing today? I went to the store at around 10 in the morning, came back at 11, cooked lunch, sat around and posted vitriolic comments on YouTube and other internet forums for a few hours. At 3, I left to see the bipolar bear to complain and ask for a refund. You saw the deceased at this point? No, I rang the doorbell several times. There wasn't a reply. After 5 minutes of waiting, I just left and went back home. Okay. And after that, I watched Netflix all day until I got a call asking me to come to the station. Boy, I hope the crimes aren't important. The crime is obviously important. So there's texts on his phone. What's up with that? What do you want me to say? He gave me low quality merchandise, I demanded a refund. It's a simple business transaction. Yeah, but you seemed upset about it. Drug deal gone wrong. Like I said, the stuff's medicinal, alright? Why are you always angry about things? Look, if the fucking society that you lived in decided you were going to be called the Krabby Tabby, you'd be pissed off too, okay? Mr. Lucking Out with Investigator over here. Look, I type in all caps because it's easier to read, okay? Okay, I'll let you know if I have more questions. We're not going to start the lying yet. Come on, Investigator, you're on camera. Can I have some water? Absolutely not. No storing water in my clues folder, but it's a tradition! Medley of one-hand posters and various notices. I don't think anyone's ever ripped anything down. Alright, we'll let you sweat a bit. Actually, no, let's go talk to you. Ark! I'm innocent! I don't know nothing! That's a parrot, but it's like the only bird I can do. How do you know the bipolar bear? We were just friends. We were really good friends. Like friends or friends? Really? Yeah, we were roommates in college. I swear that's all. So why were you at his apartment? How do I know he was at the apartment? I don't. We're guessing. What? It's not against the law to visit an old friend. That's not what I said, but... Have you noticed the bipolar bear acting any different as of late? Well, he was a little grouchy. Maybe he'd fly off the handle for no good reason. Especially an old friend who was just trying to help a guy out. Ooh, so something happened between you two. What happened? Spill the beans. So what if I'm referring to something specific? I'd hardly peg you as a catnip imbiber, given that you're not a cat. Well, of course I don't eat the stuff myself. I'm bitter. I know better than to... never mind. Better than to what, huh? Let's just stare at him for a while. Let's see if we get a reference. I... Fine! I confess! Fucking hell. Me and the bipolar bear had a business partnership, alright? He grew the goods, I found the customers and collected payment. I was just a middleman. I never touched the junk, I swear. Uh-huh. Okay, so I see you're a real tough sell. Maybe he found out that I was skimming a little extra off the top, and we had a bit of shouting match today. So what? I didn't kill him, I swear! This is where the whole murder mystery thing comes in, because now he's the obvious suspect, which means it's not him. The victim had an argument with his business partner about money. He's got some big bills. Look, just say something, will ya? Thank you very much for your help, Mr. Raven. Oh! Yeah! That's like proper badass. Business partner in the victim's catnip operation found customers and handled the money side of things, confessed to being caught cheating the bipolar bear out of his share. Ha! We cracked him like an egg! Anyway. I'm not gonna threaten you. Let's go talk to the irrelevant elephant. Oh, yes! That's a good design. I like that design. Hello, good officers. How may I help you today? Let's not talk about the hat. Let's not be a dick, but whatever. You like it? I bought it on Fleabay. I'd love one for myself, but I'm wondering why you wear it. What do you mean? It keeps the sun out of my eyes. I think you look amazing with it. How'd you know the bipolar bear? He rented the apartment from me. That's good. So you're his landlord? Don't tell me you found him on Croak's list. Oh, you really are an expert investigator. Did you know the bipolar bear was growing catnip in his apartment? Of course not. I was furious when I found out that fact. He just signed a 12-month lease, no less. Other than the growing of drugs, how would you describe the bipolar bear as a tenant? Do you have any issues, complaints from other tenants? Oh, awful. I'd run his background check, so I suppose I should have known better, but you know how it is, detectives. Times are hard, money's tight, and the real estate market isn't great around here. It just makes me unfair. It just makes me angry how unfair life is sometimes, you know? Right. The electricity bill. What do you know about that? Where did you find that? In his house. Where we were. I'm not sure how you got a hold of that. It was literally just lying there. The electricity bills by all rights go through me. Oh, electricity's included in his rent? Like I said, times are hard now. Sometimes you Sometimes you do what you have to do to attract tenants. Huh. Is this an everyone did it again? I think we'll hold out until we've talked to this woman. Sleazy Siamese, is it? Would you boys in blue please hurry it up? Some of us have clients waiting, you know. What kind of clients, and what are you smoking? How'd you know the bipolar bear? We were friends, that's all. Just friends? Let's just say our friendship was mutually beneficial, shall we? Exactly how did you benefit? Well, I'd get the occasional handful of catnip, and the bipolar bear would occasionally have the pleasure of my company. So you're a hooker working for drugs. Not even like a good hooker working for money. That sounds vaguely illegal. Oh, please, darling. You got nothing on me. No money ever exchanged paws. Yeah, but drugs did. Like, you can't make deals with people and then pay them in cocaine, and then when you get busted, go, but we never exchanged money. Ha ha! An escort barely operating on the side of the law exchanged catnip with a bipolar bear in exchange for her company, visited the victim on the day of his murder, claiming he was ending their arrangement. Did she say that? I didn't get that bit, but okay. Clients, huh? Oh, I'm sure I don't know what you're insinuating, D. I'm entirely above board. My clients are simply looking for a charming dinner companion to hang on their arm for the night. Aha. And you're a charming dinner companion, are you? I also do part-time acting work, darling. I have an agency and everything. Sure you do. Catnip. It's legal now, darling. I'm not sure what you're trying to prove. Pretty sure it's not legal to be smoking anything in a police station. You're willing to confirm that you obtained catnip from the bipolar bear? Yes, although I'm sure I had no idea he was growing it illegally. Quite unfortunate, really. How about the gun? Did you know he had one? I'd seen him carrying it occasionally. Can't say I took particular notice. Carrying it where? If you tell us everything... Look, we know you're lying. You might as well spill the beans. That's a shit line. Plea bargain. Come on. I do like bargain. Very well. I'll tell the truth. The bipolar bear had called me today wanting to discuss a personal matter. Turns out he was looking to settle down with a more long-term partner and wanted to end our arrangement. And this didn't bother you? It bothers me that her voice changes between cowboy and whatever else the fuck she has. Heavens, no. I have no particular attachment to my friends. But he was more than just a friend. He was your dealer, and if he breaks up with you, getting that sweet, sweet catnip could be a lot more difficult. Sunday's not free anymore. She could be lying, investigator. She looks pretty proud to me. Alright, that's all, Miss Siamese. Look! Tell us the truth, we might be able to get you into witness protection. We have evidence proving you were on the scene of the crime. Come on, let's go. Well, why didn't you say so in the first place? I was giving you a chance to confess. Alright, fine. After ringing the bell a dozen times, I just let myself in. The door wasn't locked or anything. And, was he dead? Look, I'm telling the truth this time. He was already dead when I walked in. So why didn't you just straight up tell us that? Or call the police? Or something? What did you do at that point? Fine. I went through his wallet and took my money back. I wasn't stealing, right? I could have taken all of it if I wanted. So why were there no fingerprints? Surely, well, I guess they didn't check the money, because money and everything, but the wallet... Money has like a bajillion fingerprints, but the wallet might have been a good thing to take. Actually, that's still steal... Shh! Thank you for your testimony, sir. Krabby Tabby really wanted his money back. I'll let you know if I have more questions. So that's... I have all the evidence, but... unless there's more evidence. Don't think so. We can still interrogate you. Help us out, Mr. Elephant. Your testimony could be crucial. I find it hard to believe you didn't know about the bipolars grow up. I do find it hard to believe you didn't know about the bipolar bears grow up. I don't like the tone of your voice, mister. Sir, please calm down. Don't ask me to calm down. I am calm!
Okay, hey.
Come on. Your testimony could be crucial. Oh, well, as long as I can give an anonymous testimony, I'm almost positive you're not allowed to do that. I let myself in to fix the plumbing in the bathroom. I caught the Craven Raven just as he was leaving. He looked real upset about something after I was done and looked behind me. That's when I thought I saw the Krabby Tabby skulking around in the bushes. That's very helpful. Thank you, Mr. Elephant. The victim's landlord went to the apartment at to fix the plumbing, claimed to have seen the Craven Raven, blah 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 blah. Okay. Clear as mud. At least one of them, or all of them, is lying. Well, she's obviously lying because she's a hooker. I think you're telling the truth, for the most part. I feel like the elephant's hiding something, and I feel we're not getting the full story from this guy. I don't think she killed him, though. She's definitely lying, but I don't think she's the murderer. You know, I'm starting to think... Okay, but what about the crocodile? What the fuck happened to that storyline? You know, I'm starting to think detective work isn't all it's cracked up to be. Bad luck, duck. Why do you keep saying quack instead of crack? What? What are you talking about? I just wasn't sure if you were aware. Are you sure you're not going quackers, investigator? Look, we talked about this. There's a murder. Someone died. You can't be doing these puns. It's disrespectful, okay? Especially not in front of suspect, and definitely not in front of the detective, okay? You need to have a bit more respect. I think I need a drink. Focus, investigator. We need you to find the murderer. I have no clue. Yes, of course. Dog detectives have the suspects' background checks. Yes, of course. Dog detectives have the suspects, not like... have them do something. Have they. Okay. My brain is not functioning properly, and I'm supposed to solve a murder? Yes, sir! These confirm my suspicions perfectly, but as usual, I like to let my sidekick show me up every once in a while. The bad luck duck, would you like to do the honors of cracking the case? Can I see the background checks? Or... I have no idea who it is, but I was born ready. It won't be all of them again. They played that trope out. You have a well, does he? Like, if the market is as tough as he's claiming, he's not going to want to get... Like, that could be why he would overlook someone growing drugs, because it's going to be very difficult to find another tenant. Obviously, the high electricity bill, he could have then, wanted a cut of the money. I don't think it's you, because, even if you got caught stealing money, again, if you kill the guy, all that money goes away. You're just kind of an asshole. The only person with a genuine motive is you, because you would lose access to your drugs. He could be the person, because he wants to be in a longer relationship. It could be he's trying to be in a longer relationship with the Craven Raven. I'm gonna accuse you because it's the only person I can think of, right? Now let's see what happens. Not a bad try. The bad luck duck. At a first glance, they all seem plausibly guilty. First, we can wash out the So I was wrong. We can wash out the sleazy Siamese. She was never actually at the scene of the crime, as confirmed by... Oh, right. That's an important thing. Her motives were not fairly weak. People kill for love all the time. I was thinking she was killing for drugs, but okay. Yes, but Siamese is far too careful and mercenary about emotion to let it rule her. We can rule out the Craven Raven. His personality type is cunning enough to steal, but far too cowardly. What the fuck am I reading? His personality type is conniving enough to steal, but far too cowardly to attempt murder. Even if he was caught in the act, he would have been far more likely to turn tail and run, which it sounds like he did, than to retaliate, fight or flight, and he is a bird. I resent the species stereotyping, Investigator. Our final two suspects have the strongest motivators. Money! At first, I almost ruled out the irrelevant elephant. He seemed an innocent onlooker, a victim of a bad tenant and Crocusless deal, and the Krabby Tabby struck me as particularly cold-blooded. It takes a certain single-minded indifference to rob a dead man. But the more the irrelevant elephant talked, the more suspicious I got. He was already in financial tight waters, and now he had to foot an unusually large electricity bill. I'm sure he finally got fed up and made his way down to confront the bipolar bear. Upon finding the grow-up, he was incensed. He was incensed. In a fit of rage, he used the victim's own gun against him, leaving no fingerprints. After all, he was using his trunk! Ah! How could his trunk get through the trigger guard, though? He clumsily tried to frame the scene as a suicide. But why not just evict him? As you might have seen, the irrelevant elephant has a history of terrible anger management. What if I told you that the medication we found at the scene of the crime was his, not the bipolar's? What? As you previously noted, the dosage of those pills were far too high for a bear, but they would have been high enough for an elephant. Alright, Investigator, you convinced me. Let's go in and make the arrest. The irrelevant elephant, you have the right to remain silent. No! I won't let you lock me up! We need backup! The elephant's resisting arrest! I repeat, the elephant's resisting arrest! Help! He's coming my way! This is where you die. If I'm going down, I'll take you with me. Why the duck? Why not the investigator that, called you out? Ah! The bad luck duck! He's been trampled flat! Men, apprehend this murderer! I'll see you get life for this, you madman! I am having a great time. I'm so sorry, Investigator. I can't believe we didn't see this coming. It's not your fault, Dog Detective. Perhaps we just didn't want to acknowledge the elephant in the room. Fuck off. The bad luck duck. I mean, it was kinda in his name. Oh, man. That was actually really good. The only case I've ever successfully solved was the first one. And after that, I've just been wrong the whole way through.